Ìfàmọ́nìta ló tó wa lásán bá ròkun, Ṣàngó ni òun tó wa lásán bá ròkun. Wọ́n ní ǹjẹ́ bọ́ba rìn títí bọ́ba bùrìbùrì bọ́ba dé kò so ilé bàbá.
Hello, my African people, and when I say African people, I'm not leaving out my white and Asian folk. Because we all know that the first human being, Lucy, was found in Africa, and we all human beings share the same mitochondrial DNA, so we are all in essence African. I am going to do the second installation right now of the Yoruba Proverbs. This is why we are here. So the Proverbs are intended to be guiding posts, lessons that we can use towards living life and doing business. Now, a couple of things, a quick disclaimer, I am not Yoruba, or let me not say that, I am not Nigerian. I may be Yoruba in terms of my ancestry. Probably need to do africanancestry.com to make sure of that. But I don't have the tonal language thing down, so you know what, I know that there are multiple different ways that one word that's spelled the same way might sound, and the differences in sounding and the places where you put the accent will determine what the heck you're saying. So I may get that wrong, at least while I'm on camera. But when I'm putting up the proverb, I will consult with somebody who's going to tell me how to do it phonetically, and then I'll say, which is what I did last time. Shout out to my sister-in-law who helped me do that. But you might see some cameos from different people who comes in. If you want to join, I welcome it. So you can provide your own proverb that you and your family have used, and also be on camera and help me to pronounce it. Any case, in the second piece of what I wanted to say is I'm going to do a little bit of history here or on a concept that is big in the Yoruba philosophy. I may not do that all the time. Definitely want to see if I can add certain different pieces that will make it interesting every time I come out and do this. But whether it's adding people, adding different little pieces of history. But in any case, hopefully I'm not talking too low. But in any case, what I'm gonna talk to you about today is the concept of Ori. Oh, what's that, right? And Ori is literally known as the head. All right. And so in Yoruba philosophy, I'm going to call it, not necessarily religion, they talk about the creator. In any case, the creator comes in and he creates humans in this image, something that, should be familiar to people who are Christian, who knows about, being made in this image. In any case, Olodumare, or the god deity, breathes life into the image, and then that image comes in and picks out his Ori, his head, which is controls everything. The Ori is not only just the head, but also your inner Ori, or Ori Inu. It's your inner self, your true, your essence, your soul. And this is precisely the entity that holds your destiny. In fact, they talk about how in heaven you pick out what your destiny is, but once you're born on this earth, you completely forget what that is. And so it is my opinion that everybody who comes in and is picking their destiny is probably picking what talents, based on the talents they're going to have, or their interests, or any of their capabilities, all the great things that they're going to do to inspire, to add to the wonderful, kaleidoscope of this earth that makes everything so beautiful. And we come in and we forget that, and we go and live humdrum lives and all that good stuff. And so, they talk about also being able to consult with Ori. Being silent. It doesn't say necessarily being silent, but it's the concept, the same concept of being silent, understanding who you truly are, studying who you are, consulting and worshiping the Ori. And I wanted to try to say these things, but I'm gonna leave it to another time. Maybe we'll talk about all of this. But you know, I'm not going to say the Yoruba version of it, but I'll tell you precisely, you know, what it says in English. We as human beings, we are God's elect, designated to renew the world. We are the chosen ones.
Ki mori oloye lawujo. That means nobody can distinguish the head destined to wear a crown in an assembly. So you'll hear Ori is in that proverb right there, referring to the head, since you know the topic was about Ori. And so Ori there means the head. So you'll see here, no one can determine which head is destined to wear a crown. And so as Ori, as we had talked about, you know, is the Ori Inu, as we had talked about, is the you know, your inner self, your true self, who determines in, you know, heaven. They determine, you know, what your destiny is going to be. So you have already selected that. No one else knows what your destiny is going to be. You have to consult with your Ori and know whether or not you're the king. And I believe that we are all kings in our own right, right? We all are destined to be king in whatever realm that we have talent. It's not necessarily, you know, the king of, you know, like ruling over someone. It's just whatever talents that you have that you're going to use to, you know, provide your gift to the world. And so that is our proverb for the week.
Àti ṣẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ ńkọ́ Ọ̀ṣun ni bímọ bá ti yóò tán. Ìdè wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ní fi ṣe ṣíngùn wálé mi. Wọ́n lọ sún wọn tó wá lásán bá rògùn. Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ́dọ̀ dẹ̀dẹ̀ ní bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ́dọ̀ dẹ̀dẹ̀ ní bẹ̀rẹ̀.